Hello.
Hello, everybody. I hope you guys are having a good week or good start to your week. This is Nallie S. and Miss Denay. I'm
Hey,
gonna
y'all.
take it over. I hope y'all are getting some rest. Happy new moon, by the way. I hope y'all are releasing, got your spiritual baths ready. Anybody? No? Okay. Go ahead, Denay.
I have absolutely nothing to say because I am guilty of not having anything ready. Absolutely nothing is ready. And it's so funny because I was just thinking last night, I was like, oh, I got to get my cinnamon. I got to get my roses because I want to maybe bring some love in, you
Mhm.
know, to this new season. And I've just been like, I don't know. Like, I don't know.
The question that came to me this morning is like, do you even want it? Do you want it? Like, do I? Do
Something.
I?
I
But
don't know.
you already know I got topics. I got topics for days.
Okay.
So we good. Let's see here. Let me pull this up. I'm trying to do better about keeping everything on the computer. So I don't know about you, but it seems like you actually brought this up. It seems like social media is just hammering it down. This Roe v. Wade. This isn't even
Mhm.
something I normally even. I don't even understand how it would be a part of my algorithm to even want to see it, but it's there. Boom, that's all that's there, and I'm just like, okay. And honestly, I normally would be trying to post on TikTok or something else, but I found the energy around social media absolutely draining,
Right.
and I've just had to kind of turn it off, turn it, and just take a step back because it's been heavy with the fear mongering.
Yes.
And I don't know about you, but it's just like, look, when I started seeing the things saying this will disproportionately affect black women, everything else.
But it won't. I
That,
mean, it will, but it won't.
but that's the thing, it already has, like, everything that's supposed to go on is stuff that's already been happening. You understand that, right?
Yeah.
they I mean, not do you understand it, but I mean, like, everybody else, like, y'all get that, like, why are they trying to push this thing? Here's why black women should be afraid, and this is why this affects them worse.
But it's already been happening to us, so it doesn't affect us. You know what I mean? I
Exactly.
think I think okay. There's two thoughts that I'm having at the same time
Hmm.
because they know how strong black women are. Our
Right.
fear is feeding like the dark forces.
Exactly.
That's what I call it.
Yeah.
It feeds them a lot more.
Of
But
course.
then I think that these folks, right,
Mhm.
are not realizing that now they're a part of the farming. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like they're
They're,
being brought into the slavery now too. They're actually now being farmed to create human
I,
life,
I feel
such as
like
like
they've actually been a part of it. They're just now realizing, like,
yeah.
surprise, like, this affects you too. Like, have you not seen this? Like,
Right.
you're just now catching on to this. This has been happening, people.
It
But
is.
it's just like, you know what? I didn't want to give it energy. And I was just like,
Mhm.
you know what? I feel like they're trying to push this hard. And it's like, I'm not playing into this. I didn't even want to acknowledge it, but it's just like, look, let's just get this out there and erase and release this. I'm not taking any more of this on. I don't know about you.
Right.
And it's just like, I won't pull a card toward it.
Yeah. It's just been a lot. It's been a lot going on.
Mhm.
As far as that goes, Roe versus Wade. Um, I think, in all honesty, it's really going to affect people, women who are, I don't want to say poor, but poor, right? If you can't afford, like, let's say you live in Mississippi,
Mhm.
but you can't afford to get to Florida, or you can't afford. I think the next state would be like California. I'm not sure which ones up north over Mississippi are not going to be following this thing, but
Right.
if you can't afford to get to a doctor that can do it for you safely, then
Yeah,
that's where the problem is going to lie. And
exactly.
then there's the whole thing of now I have to have this baby. I don't want this baby. I can't afford the baby. Do I put the baby in foster care? And then okay, and this is the last thing I'm going to say. And then the thing is that if you can't afford your child can go into foster care, and the people who are caring for your child are now getting a monthly stipend or payment to take care of your child because they decided to take a class, right?
There,
But the government won't give you money to help take care of your child even though you birthed this baby. Like, it's a whole circle
this it just
of
shows the flaws.
fuckery. That's what it is.
It does. It shows the flaws of the entire system. And the thing is, it's just like now it's like I'm not. It's just I can't. I refuse to just play into it. I really do.
Yeah.
And now it's like I'm not, hiding the fact that I want to leave. Not just because of the state of the country, but honestly, just because it's always something I've wanted to do ever since I was a teenager and I started doing massage therapy. I knew I was going to travel. I never
Mhm.
had plans on staying in the US. It's just I let my mind believe it was way more complicated than it was. And after I had kids, I was like, well, now I really can't. And it wasn't until like I said, I changed my mindset about, what do I really have freedom to do and access and everything else. And then all of a sudden these programs and everything else to start showing up. And then I saw a post on TikTok come up for black expats. And I was just asking like if this is this something I'm supposed to do? Like, is this dangerous? Am I putting my family in danger by leaving? I don't know anything about where I'm going or what I'm doing. All of a
Mhm.
sudden, boom, black expats. And I mean, I tell you, that app has everything, every resource that you could ever want to see on there.
Mhm.
Like, what? So it's just
And
like,
what is it called?
it's all called Black Experts. I'll put a link in the chat.
Yeah, black
I'll
expert.
get the link in the
Right.
chat.
Because I know you sent that to me, and I was going through it, and I
Hmm.
was like, this is something definitely that I need to hold on to. And
Hmm.
I think that with, like, similar to you, it's that fear of, like, just the unknown, especially going to a country you may or may not understand the language. But I
Exactly.
think
Hmm.
what, as Americans, as an American, I think what my problem is that I don't realize that in other countries they're a lot nicer than we are,
Yeah,
because I'm looking at it like, especially being from California, like, unless I know you, do not talk to me. That's how it is, right?
exactly.
It's not like if you go down south and everyone's like, hey y'all, blah, blah,
Hey,
blah.
yeah,
They'll wave from you
exactly.
from the street. And so in my head, I'm like, oh, people are going to be just as bad in other countries, but
Mhm.
really they could be a lot nicer. And I think if we at least try to acclimate to the culture and learn the language, the transition will be so easy, and there's really nothing to fear. You just have to invest the
Exactly.
time to for the change, right?
Yeah, and that's what most people are saying. They said it's for them it was just getting acclimated to the culture and understanding that there are things that we're used to in the US that are honestly luxury that we really don't need. The shopping and the market is different, how you do business is different. I never realized how much of a rat race the US is until I went somewhere else and I saw how they do business. They don't sit by their phones. They don't. They'll get to you when they get to you. That's how it works. I think we're the only ones sitting there performing the job of three or four people thinking it's normal while barely getting paid to do the one we got hired to do.
Yeah.
That's the brainwashing and everything else. And it's just like, you know what, when I saw that, I was like, the reason why I brought it up was just like, am I afraid? Am I running? Am I leaving, what's rightfully mine because this country is rightfully mine? Am I leaving
Mhm.
what's rightfully mine just to run away because things are getting heavy? And I was like, you know what? No, I'm not. I'm just sick of being somewhere where I'm barely tolerated. I'm
Mm.
sick of being somewhere where I have to worry about, is the water even safe? Can I trust, like, you can't trust the food, you can't trust the water. We are sitting here conditioned to believe that this is normal. We are having to
Right.
filter our waters. This is not normal. I'm just
It's
not going to
not.
be the one to sit here and tolerate it. Like I said, something is coming, and then something behind that is coming. And whatever
Yeah.
that is, I said it last week, I'm gonna say it again. I don't want front row seats to it. I'll watch on pay-per-view. I might buy pay-per-view to see it. I might see it on Facebook, but I don't want any parts of it. Like, you know what? I'm not in for this. I'm not about to ride this out. I'm on my way
Yeah.
out. I'm on my way out, and I'm gonna have fun. Our kids are gonna be exposed to so much. And when I saw that there were all these families that were doing it too, they already
Mhm.
have the like the post and like, here's where you go for education. Here's, if you're looking for living and everything else, and here's what you look out for. Don't rent from this and that. And I'm like, it's all here. Like,
Yeah.
it's all
It's
here.
everything that you need. All you have to do is step forward and put faith in yourself and just do
Like,
it.
just go and just do it.
I'm
So
here
I was
for
just
it.
like, you know what? I started thinking this morning, I was like, why can't I just sell every doggone thing I own and just go? Because I've already thought about it. Life has conditioned me so much to be a nomad. I think right now, what if I had to leave right now? I could just take a big, like if I had to just, how big the diaper bags are now,
Mhm.
overnight bag, duffel bag. If I had to dump everything I would say that I need in the duffel bag right now, could I do that and just be okay with just that duffel bag? Yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
I only honestly all I would have to do is scoop right here, this part of my desk, grab a bag from under my backpack under my bed, and just I'm ready to go. We're
Yeah.
ready? Let's just go. I'm ready to be that nomad because eh, eh, eh,
She said,
eh, is this it? I'm good.
I mean, I think there's nothing wrong with preparing for that trek through the wilderness, Like I honestly, with the way that this place is going, and I don't know if I should call it Babylon or not, but the way that it's going, I do not think that it will be odd if we find ourselves having to move away from, I don't know, what is it called, like move away from like actual homes and
Hmm.
have to start living out, like living on the lands of these, like the forest, like all of us just start moving to Wyoming or something ridiculous
Exactly.
like that, because it's just a lot. There's just a lot
It
of
is.
really unnecessary changes going on in this country. And
And
I say that because that most recent law or whatever it was that was passed, where now, like border patrol, if you
oh
live
yeah,
within
within
100 miles of the United States border, like the parameter, then the border patrol has the right to excessive, like,
use
what is
any.
it, use excessive force to enter your home without a search warrant. I think, am I correct in that? Like they don't have to have a search warrant, they can just come in because you might
Yeah, if
be
they have,
here
if,
illegally.
yeah, that's it. They would need cause in order to enter in, but they wouldn't need a warrant. So they
Yeah.
could actively search and seize your home without a warrant, but
Hmm.
they would still need reason. And I think people are like, well, they do things without reason anyway. But
Yeah.
again, it's just like, I'm gonna say it like this, and I don't want to sound insensitive. Do you remember? I think it was back in 2012, 2013, when there was this whole big thing about the internet and how there were restrictions and everything else placed on the internet, and that the government was going to be able to play a part in how much of the domain and everything else was available. And that if this law went through, if this thing was enacted, then it would mean that there would be certain parts of the internet and domains that wouldn't be available, yada yada yada.
Okay.
And everybody was against it. It was a huge deal. And everybody's like, oh, it's going to change. They're going to change the internet. It's going to be this and that. But then you think about, what did they actually do with the domain space that they bought? They turned it into the metaverse. And now what are people doing? They're buying NFTs, they're buying online real estate property, they're buying online this, online that. They're pretty much moving their lives online now.
Okay.
They were so afraid of it.
And
But
but they don't know.
yeah,
Do they even realize that that's what?
and the thing is, just think about it. It's one thing after another. It's one crisis after another. Here's why you got to be afraid. Here's why you got to be afraid. Here's why you got to be afraid. But in
Mm,
the meantime, what's actually changed in your life?
mm.
When did your divine protection stop?
When did you forget that you had divine protection? And
Exactly.
when
When did
did you forget that you could call upon it and that there was nothing to
to be
fear,
in the first place?
right? You're not supposed to fear, man. Didn't Who said that?
Do
Was
not.
that Most
That was
Deaf?
no. That was in the Bible. Don't fear.
Yeah, that too. But a song popped into my head and I couldn't remember the song. And I think it was Most Def, and he was talking about how all this fear that they put into us, and but he's not afraid of man. And a lot of the things that they say that they can do, they can't really do, but they make you think that they can do it.
Right.
What song was that?
I know what you're talking about.
Was that Umi Says? No, no, no. Fear not of man. I think this song is called Fear Not of Man. That's what I think it is called.
Mm,
Anyway, shout out to Most Def because he
girl,
left the
you hear
country
me?
too for reasons that we don't need to talk about because it's none of my business. But hey, um,
It was, but yeah, I was just like, you know what? When I thought about that, I was just like, uh, I thought about that a bit, but when that whole internet thing was going on, I thought about that a long time ago. I was just like, you know what? Why am I letting this get me afraid and upset? I'm not gonna let it, and let's see what happens. Nothing's changed. And in fact, the same people that were crying about it now selling NFTs, talking about buying online property. Here's how to make an NFT and sign up for an online bank. Cryptocurrency.
I need to see my cash.
For
I
real.
need to
Yeah.
like
No.
it's cute. It's cute. The idea is really really cute. I'm pretty sure that
It's gonna explode because
yeah,
people are gonna
but
need to escape reality.
yeah, but they're gonna need it because like you're not gonna be able to buy anything without it, without any electronic currency. They're not gonna be accepting cash money and coins
Hmm.
and all of that. So
That's what this all is turning into, baby. You want to be online, you're gonna have to pay. TikTok is already suppressing so many people right now.
hmm.
It,
They suppressed me. They suppressed like a whole week of my videos.
hmm.
I had posted some books, and then the next thing I knew, like I wasn't getting any views on it. And so then I made a video, like I like posted more videos, and then I made a video like, why are you guys suppressing? And then one of my mutuals, she was like, did you know that it's marked for your friends only? First of all, I don't know how to do that. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So I had to watch a whole tutorial on how to change it back from friends only view.
Right.
And I'm like, well, and so then I was like thinking, oh, because it's not like they don't have access to my account and they can change whatever they want,
Yeah.
right? It's not just the algorithm, it's the
Mm.
people who are actually managing these sites. And I think I saw where it's like in my area, for my area, the people that manage that TikTok, whatever,
Um.
are European Americans like in Tennessee or
Mhm.
something. Anyways, long story short, they're suppressing us because we're speaking like the truth or we're trying to just fucking do better.
So
And they
just
don't want us to do better.
if we're not shaking our ass, if we're not bouncing our boobs or putting on makeup or something, I know it's not. And the thing is just like I refuse it to be. It's like, don't get me wrong. If you're gonna want to get on here and shake that root chakra and shake all that energy out of it, be my guest. I'll throw some dollar bills at you. But am I gonna do it? No. Is there anything wrong with it? I think no. You know what? Do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like I should have to do it in order to get views and play into this whole thing. Well, I'm black, so I need to play the black stereotype. I need to
Right.
have a niche. Like, why do I have to have a niche? I don't feel like I need to have a niche. I'm not a niche. I don't, I look, I got way too many interests in lights and everything else to settle for just one thing. Like,
Exactly.
do you see my, like, I know you can't see, but this is nothing but tarot cards right here. I have a problem with commitment. Don't make me try to sit there with, no.
Oh, I was thinking about that same thing today, and I was like, I think what what my plan is just to be like a librarian, you know? Like you just give whatever you want to like I will provide the information that's on my heart to provide
Exactly.
or the resources that may be needed. But other than that, like I can't just be one person because I just like too much stuff. Specifically, like a lot of like cryptozoology stuff doesn't necessarily just land in spirituality. It also
Right.
like goes to like metaphysical, it goes to into religion, it goes to, you know, everything. Like it opens up the
Exactly.
world. So,
Exactly. And I'm too much into sci-fi to sit here and be like, oh well, I'm just gonna stick to, mainstream hip hop and everything, type of culture. I like Star Wars a lot.
yeah.
A lot. I like my culture. I like old folk tales. I like Star Trek. I'm sorry, but I like gaming. I like too many things to sit here and say, you know what, I'm just gonna sit and stick with just doing astrology and tarot and everything else because I'm more than that. So
Yeah.
I just like, you know what, I'm not gonna assign myself a niche. I'm not. And whatever happens from there, happens.
Just do what you guys do.
Just do what you
Do
gotta.
whatever you want to do, actually. At this
Yeah,
point
just
of the game,
everybody
just do whatever you
just do
want
what
to
you guys
do.
do. One girl came on and she was like, "I came on here, my bonnet. I ain't washed my hair. I got thousands of views. Look, just post what you want." I was like, "She really just did that." All right,
Yeah.
cool, cool. We're just doing whatever at this point. And I feel like is that everybody? We just
You just do what
everybody.
you want to do.
And when you say this morning how you felt, it's like everybody else is feeling it. We are all feeling it. Something what is happening? What is
I'm-
coming? What is this? What is
I
this?
don't know. There's a lot of different conversation about how those with melanin are being charged from the
The
sun, and
sun,
the sun's like sending different messages and signals to us. So, but because of our melanin, we're able to stand out and receive those messages.
yeah.
So, I mean, I guess, I mean, my daughter had me outside yesterday for like 2 hours, and I
Mm.
was like, "Girl, what is going on?" But at the same time, it was like it was the most refreshing
Mhm.
feeling. Usually she doesn't like to stay out that long, at least at the time that we were out, because then like the what are they? The crickets in the creek
Mhm.
get really loud and she
Oh
doesn't
yeah.
like that. So but yesterday we were out there, the crickets were going and all of that, and I was like, maybe maybe she was called to be outside. Like maybe they were like, all right, little girl, go outside, take your mama. We got some messages for y'all. I don't know.
I don't know what it was. Normally I won't. Normally I've never really charged my, well, not charge but cleanse my cards under the sun. Normally I just do it under the moon.
Mhm.
But I went outside and I was just like, this feels good. It felt good to be outside. It felt
Yeah.
so good. And it was still a little warm, but my behind us was up out there in sweatpants. I was like, you know what? I need to be out here. It felt nice. It felt really nice out there.
Yeah.
I took my cards. Everything just felt good coming in. So I think there may be a point to that. I really do feel like everybody should just get outside anyway, just
Yeah.
while before it gets crazy. But I think
Yeah.
there's a point to that. Something it's
There's something going on, and I'm just waiting. I'm just gonna wait for it because when it happens, I'm just gonna be like,
that's the thing. That's the
right?
thing. That's the feeling. That's it right there. That's what I was going over last week with quite a few people. And I was like, something's coming. And the thing is, a lot of the people who are on where they're supposed to be are just gonna be like this.
Mhm. We're all
Hmm.
gonna give that look like don't have to use any words, but I told you something.
That's it. Just like and that's the thing. I don't know what it is though, but I know it has a lot of us feeling like that.
Yeah.
What is that? What is
I
it?
don't know. I don't even know if I want to know. I
That's the thing.
think
That's me too.
I
I'm
think
like,
if I knew, it would probably freak me the fuck out, and I'd be like,
that's
"Oh
it too.
no."
That's it.
So
That's
I'm just
it.
gonna ride it out with everybody else because I can't be on my like Nostradamus right now.
Oh
Like I
no, no, I'm
can't.
not. Oh girl, no, I ain't trying to figure it out. I know that it's crazy that there are hundreds of thousands of people saying that they feel the exact same way. That something
Mhm,
has them feeling like something's coming that's gonna have us like
mhm,
what the mm-hmm.
mhm. I mean, and the the possibilities are exponential of what it is, that if we even sat here and try to like wreck our brains around it, we would probably lose our minds, because it literally could be anything from like Nibiru like coming back. Like it could like Nibiru literally could be behind the sun right now and it's coming back. Or it could literally just be like CERN's thing, that their particle accelerator that's going to open up a huge portal, and then it's going to let out whatever this beast is that's in Revelation. Like it could literally be anything. Or it could just be like the whole damn world blows up and we're like, huh, okay. No, like it could be so
Exactly.
many
It
things.
could be so
Or
many
it could
things.
be nothing at all.
No, it's something. It's
But
something,
you
but
never
I think
know.
it could be something spiritually wise.
Yeah.
But I think that this is more spiritual, but it's also gonna be something that's evident in the physical. And what keeps hitting me right now in my stomach and in my chest is like, you don't need to know everything. You don't need
Yeah.
to know everything. And my God's like, you don't need to know everything. Like,
Mhm.
okay, I'm sorry. Look, it's just nice to wonder sometimes, but it'll send you down a whole rabbit hole.
It's
I think
something.
it's just it's something, but it's just
It's
like, you know what?
something.
It's nothing to be afraid of for some people. That's all I can say. That's all
Yeah.
I feel like, you know what? It's gonna be okay for some people. Others,
I think it's definitely, I want to piggyback on that. I think it's definitely going to be something where it's going to be like where the last shall be first and the first shall be last type of situation. I
and
do
it's
feel that. And just like you said, like everyone is going to be able to experience it somehow. Like I do believe that it's going to be something that you're going to be able to see whether you're looking at your phone or if you're just like outside looking into the sky. I do believe that it's going to be something we will
undeniable.
that we will see,
Exactly. Like, this is undeniable. You're not gonna spin this. You can't change this. You can't
Yeah.
deny this. This is something that you can't cover up. That's
Yeah.
that's how I feel like it's something that's undeniable that you look. You can't cover this up. You can't hide this. You're not gonna bury this. You're not gonna whitewash it.
Mm-mm.
You're not going through this time. Yeah, and part of me, this is what keeps wanting to come out. Yeah, yeah. Sorry, Nolans came out just then.
That
Yeah.
reminds me of that song Kryptonite by God, who was God? They're from Atlanta. Kryptonite. What is that song?
R.I.P.
Girl.
that night. I know what you're
No,
talking about. Hmm.
no, that's gonna bother me.
It makes you feel better. I just know those few little lyrics just because of TikTok. That's how out and not cool I am. I'm not cool.
What? Oh, okay. It's Kryptonite. It's by Killer Mike, Black Owned Seabone, and Rock D the Legend, featuring Big Boy. So I was like, you remember that song? You're like, yeah, I'm on that Kryptonite. Kryptonite. Anyway, sorry.
Oh, that's
That's that's my shadow. My shadow listens to um
did you remember my older brother?
listens
You
to
know,
southern
hey,
rap.
hey,
That's my shadow.
Yo, you was riding in the car with the dude with the music that went doo that shook the block, weren't you?
Yeah.
You were right there with your knees turned inward, with your hand on his on the
That's when I used to wear acrylics. That's like that was back in the day though. That's when like um my shadow's favorite type of music is like Southern
trap.
anything.
Your,
Trap music,
your spirit.
3-6 Mafia, like all of that crazy stuff. I probably you know what I mean? Like, what is that boy's name? Something chain, 6 chain, 7, 8 chain,
Two
two
chains,
chain,
2 chains. I love
all
two
of
chains.
that. Waka Flocka, like all of that. All of that.
Oh my
Like,
god.
and I just and let me just say, I like the music. I don't know these people
Mhm.
because if I knew who they were, like I probably wouldn't like them. But I like their music, right? The frequency in their music is what allows my shadow to come out and be her most authentic self.
You hear me?
So
That's why I understand. I get you. There is no just I told you as soon as I hear that okay KK, I was like chill.
oh wait, who is that? I
That's
like
little
that song.
scrappy. Little scrappy.
I love Lil Scrappy too.
I told you how I got clowned though. I moved to Georgia and mind you, I was a country bumpkin. I knew nothing. I didn't know what Macy's was. That's like we going
Mhm.
to Macy's. I was like, oh, is she from the church or is she from the hall? They was like, Macy's is a store. I was like, huh? That's how country I was. And I heard Lil Scrappy and I was like, yeah, he's a great rapper. And they from New York. You don't tell nobody from New York who a good rapper is. In New York and Chicago and Detroit, those hoes. It's like, well, I didn't know. They clown me so bad. They clown me so bad. I, I like the song. I like the song, and to this day, I still
I
like
do.
it.
I
And
like
every
that
time I
song.
see it, every time I hear it, like you already know what when you
I
hear
love
that
it.
music, you know what you hear and you feel.
I love it. And let me tell you, I like Ace Hood. I don't know why, but I like his music. I think he might be Haitian though. That's probably why I like it. And
I can
who
see
else?
that.
Gorilla Zoe. I don't even know why I like him, but I fucks with Gorillas. I was like, I don't know why,
Yeah,
but I love
lost,
it.
lost by far. I have lost in my girl in all my playlists. You not gonna stop me from playing lost, especially if I'm driving. Girl, don't let me be mad. I'm lost on the road. You ain't girl. When that came out, I was in the back to see my brother. Girl, he based the song so bad. I was just like, you just brought memories with Gorilla Zoe. Like that took me back. It was like 2009,
It was
2008,
something,
2009.
but I
Girl,
love it. I
oh,
love it. I can't even live my life without it, to be
girl,
honest with you. All right, what were we talking about? Because that was a total squirrel moment. We were like,
girl,
squirrel.
I got the attention span of a gnat today, so it's me. It's me.
It's all good.
Sorry. I think okay, we were talking pretty much just about what we were feeling like. Like I guess you could call it. I guess the consciousness of the Black community, what we're all kind of feeling right now, and we all feel that something coming, not bad, but it's something that's yeah. But we had got lost on music.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah,
oh
something.
man. But yeah, so it's just I really hope that I don't know. I really hope that that more people aren't buying into this. That they're just rolling their eyes like this. And honestly, this has been like a flash moment for me. Uh, look who's continuing this in the spiritual community.
What do you mean? I'm
My thing is for me. Okay, I'm sorry. I worded that wrong. For me, it's like I'm watching who's continuing this because if you're a part of the spiritual community, and we'll see what's happening here. You got people trying to perform hexes on the
on
Supreme Court
who?
justice. on the Supreme
Why?
Court justices, huh?
Why? Why?
Because I guess they feel like if they put a curse or some type of hex on them, it's a payback or something. And yeah, yeah, I saw that. I saw quite a few posts of people saying that they're, with candles and nails and everything else
But
performing.
don't they know that those
No, they
people
don't. They
they
don't.
already do their own
They don't. They
thing?
don't.
Like I'll tell you right now.
There's a
Y'all remember? You remember when Thomas, is that his name? The Clarence boy got accused of sexual assault. Do y'all remember when he? Now I don't know if he practices, but some of the stuff tells me that he does. So like one example is when he was like, "Oh, what did he say? The Coke can or some can where she allegedly put pubic hair in his drink or on the rim of his drink to cause him to, I think, I can't remember the terms that he used, but it was something like in order for she did that to him to make him fall in love with her. Now, either she was doing the practicing or he knows about the practicing of you know what I mean? Like, anyways, let me get back on track. These people already have their own witchery and whatever else.
baby.
If
There's
if they are in that realm of the government, they already have their own thing that they do to protect them. I mean, they're able to be on that sit in that seat until the day that they die. Don't you think they have something other than the Secret Service protecting them? Putting a hex on somebody, you wasting your time. You might as
exactly.
well do a love spell. Like what?
I was like that is. I was like, you know what? The ways that that's gonna backfire. There's a priest sitting on that group,
There's a
and you
priest? I didn't know that.
know, um, rhymes with Jujudu priest
Okay.
sitting on that board,
Mm, well,
and
I
you
wouldn't know.
you gonna put a hex on them,
The priest is gonna see it coming.
baby. The
The priest
protection that
who
they
literally like was
already,
literally gonna
what
open the
they already
door.
have, yeah, exactly what they already have around them is gonna backfire. And I'm like, do you understand how dangerous that is? And then you put that online. What is wrong with you? Why would you do that?
I
That's
don't
not
know.
like y'all think this is a game. You're playing with this. And girl, I scrolled as soon as I saw. I didn't even let it finish. I was like, as soon as I saw him say, "Yeah, I did this for the screen." Nope, nope, no, 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 nope, nope.
Don't want to. I don't even want to know.
I don't even want to know. I don't want to see it. I already know what you're doing, and you a fool.
Yeah,
Look,
that's why I really try not to. I really, really try not to look at people's videos who are showing folks how to create their potions and elixirs and
yeah, I mean, it's
showing them how to do their spells and all of that because just you watching it can affect you, you know? Mm-mm.
I mean, and that's why it's like, I watch who posts stuff like that. I watch who's falling into this. I watch who's doing that. I watch who's giving out information that people have no business even seeing. And
Right.
it's just like I'm realizing, you know what, who's really a part of the spiritual community and who's really here just for the funds and the coins and the play around. Like
Yeah.
they turn this way of life into an aesthetic. And it's you realize this path was supposed to be about you and your reconnection to you and your connection to source, to divinity, not about your likes, what's popping on Instagram or Facebook. You've completely lost track.
Yeah.
If anything you're doing can lead somebody away and you purposefully doing it, you're no better than the puppets that they use. But like I said, it's a reason why they call them influencers. Please
Mm.
use y'all discernment.
They're the new influencers who don't have any discernment into what they're practicing or what they're showing they're practicing. I honestly, like you said, they're the puppets, right? But okay, so since I've been doing that word word magic book and reading that. Now I'm like looking into the etymology of everything, right? And so the word puppet, the etymology is the word poppet, which is the same as like it's a being or whatever that is being used by someone else to inflict like pain or harm into someone else. So
Right.
it's so where am I going with that? You if you're going to be putting all of your business into the social media airwaves, you have to be very very um aware of how that information is going to be used either for the greater good, the greater bad, or even how it's going to be used against you.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because you don't know who's on the other side of that screen, putting their own workings on you, I guess you could say. For
It,
lack of better terminology, and because I got lost in my own thought because my brain was moving faster than my mouth. But
it happens. It happens when
yeah,
you are a powerful person, so it's always in flow, and sometimes it takes a moment to get out.
yeah, like I swear, I honestly I believe that I'm an undiagnosed adult with a like have a adult ADHD. Like if I were to get diagnosed with that, I wouldn't be surprised just because of how I am.
Hmm.
But at the same time, I don't want to claim it. But then at the same time, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. But nevertheless,
Oh, same as me. I was diagnosed as a kid, and it never went away. I just learned how to focus a little bit
yeah,
better and how to keep myself on track. But yeah, I would definitely say the same thing because I'd be like, wait, where was I going? We were talking about something, or if I'm in a conversation and I'm trying my hardest to really pay attention to what they're saying, and it's just like I know my mind has just wandered. I was supposed to take something out for dinner tonight. What did I want to eat? Wait, they were saying something. Wait, what were they saying? Nod, and say yes. Okay, just smile. That's me. And it's just like I feel so bad when I do that to people. It's just like I'm not trying to look, I zone the heck out. And I'm
hmm
not trying to. I love you. I really do. But I'm zoned out sometimes when people talk to me, especially for small talk.
oh yeah,
Ugh.
I don't even participate in that because I'll
I,
just look at you like,
I and I get it.
what?
Most people do it because they don't know how to make a conversation. It's just weird trying to talk to people, but it's still just like
Yeah. But then when people try to make like small talk conversation and you're not a small talk type of person,
mm-mm.
now you're the one looking like a weirdo
Yeah,
because you're like, I don't have anything to say to that. You'll just be like, "Oh yeah, okay. Okay, that's cool." Like and now they're like, "Oh, well, she has an attitude because she doesn't
exactly.
want
And
to
it's
talk to me." It's like, no, you don't have anything of substance to talk to me about, and so I'm not
right.
interested in your shenanigans today.
Yes, exactly. And you know what? I realized that when I was younger, there was this guy I really, really liked. I've liked him
Hmm
since I was like in the third grade. Finally got to meet each other, finally got to talk. Girl, the conversations were terrible. We couldn't talk about anything. There was just nothing there. And I'm just like, is it me? I was like,
No, he was just stupid.
at he wasn't. It's just that we did there was nothing there. There was
There
nothing.
was no chemistry.
There was nothing. It wasn't even a flicker. We were both just like, you know what? We younger puppy love, and now we're older. We're just like,
Oh, but you change. You've
you
changed.
change and everything else, but it's just like it's you. I liked you when I was younger. But it's just like,
Girl.
you know what? But you know what? In the end, we had fun. It was a fun night. It was good reconnecting. Got to see a bunch of people I hadn't seen in years.
Yeah.
But I get what you mean. It's just like when you try to hold that conversation, it's just like, what? Uh,
I don't even try anymore.
I don't either.
Stop.
I
I
just
just be like, this is. I was like, this. I don't want to talk about this anymore. That's like, and it's. I and I can't even like pretend and like try to be nice about it. I just be like, I'm not interested in this conversation. I don't know what else to say to you. All I can be is authentic to myself, but
I'm quick. You know what? I'm quick to be like, you know what? Oh, it was good seeing you. You have a good one. Got to take off. Oof, I got stuff to do. Like especially if you're in the store and you don't know the person. Like for most of mine, the awkward conversations when somebody's making small talk is when you're in the store and you're kind of waiting for checkout, and somebody makes a comment, man, this line is long, and I'm like, yeah, it is. Please don't keep talking. Please don't keep talking. Please don't keep talking. Yeah, how long you been waiting in line? Oh, just about 15 minutes. It's a long line. There's not many people in here. Yeah. Please don't talk to me. Please don't talk to me. Oh, your shirt. Damn it. And I'm quick to text anybody. Please call me and pretend that we need to talk about something. Don't make
Girl,
me.
that's why I order everything. I ordered everything. I'm telling you, when I tell you COVID saved my life, it saved my life because now everything is either delivered or I order it online and I pick it up,
Pick it
and the
up.
only thing I have to say is put it in the trunk and thank you and have a nice day. Like that's it.
That's
I
cool for
love
me.
it.
That's cool for me. It's just I don't trust people to pick out my fruit because I've
Oh
had too
yeah,
many experiences where they pick it out and it's bad. My grandfather hated bagged fruit. Like
no.
he felt like it was a scam. Like you never know what they're bunching into those bags or whatever. Even
I
if they're clear,
understand.
you couldn't see it. So, to me, I like to see what I'm picking out because that's another thing I look forward to. Real fruit and vegetables not covered in wax.
Mm, yeah. So you just go to the farmer's market.
I do. It's
That's
just I want that all the time. I want every day to be a farmer. I want to walk to a farmer's market every day. I'm not gonna lie. Yes, I can't wait. If you've been have you been to one of those areas? It's we were in Cancun. It was just like a market area, just groceries and vendors and everything else. Everything out there just
mhm.
fresh. It stank, but I've never had food like that
Because it's from the earth
from
instead
the
of being
earth, girl. You
it
smell
was instead of the stuff in the stores that's created in the lab, right?
exactly. And girl, I mean, like I said, it smelled terrible, but I've never gotten fresher fruit or vegetables from anywhere.
Love it. Oh,
This was good. I feel good now. I'm glad.
yeah,
I'm glad. I hope this helps somebody else feel better too. Like y'all not alone. If you're feeling it, we're all feeling it. We are
yeah.
all feeling it. Just hang on. That's the best thing. Hang on, keep in there. It's gonna be all right. I promise. It's gonna be
Keep
good.
pushing it. Oh, and just remember that everything is going to be okay. Like,
Everything
regardless of what happens, we are all divinely protected and everything will be okay. And the darkness, the dark forces that are trying to control us and to keep us in this, um, under this control of fear, like, they will not be successful. They're
ex-
going to think that they're successful. They're going to make it seem like they're successful by everything that they're putting on television and all the other media outlets. But they're
exactly.
not going to be successful.
The
Like,
thing is,
that is one thing that I know as a fact. I don't know nothing else. I don't know what I'm going to eat for dinner tonight, but I know that everything is going to be okay.
exactly.
Period.
If you see it and you look well enough, you can see it falling apart. You can see that everything that was built was non-sustainable. You
Mm,
see it, but it's no reason to be afraid. Make some smart
absolutely.
decisions. Boost your immune system. Take care of yourself. Get in the sun for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be okay. Divine timing is still at work, and there's nothing that will ever stop that. It's gonna be
True.
okay. So
Absolutely.
go find your I would say vice. Find a healthy way to use that vice and chill. It's gonna be okay. All right. See.
Absolutely. No, when you said that, I wanted to also say that it's also okay to allow, right? Okay. You can always choose to be in the light or to live in the dark, right? As far as the energy that you give out. But at
Mhm.
the same time, your shadow or your darkness or whatever you want to call that, you have to allow that out too in a
Ex-
safe way. And sometimes the safest way may be to just allow it to scream and yell in your head. And you might have to allow that time for it to be released
exactly.
just so that you can stay in harmony and balanced not only with the earth, but with yourself on
Exactly.
this day. Kumbaya, Merry Christmas. That's your gift. That is your gift from me. Don't say I never gave you nothing. That's what I give.
Exactly. So new moon, use that energy. It's still going. The portal's still open. Uh yeah, Cancer season, and then Leo season.
Woo-woo!
I'm sorry, I don't know what it is. Leo through Leo, Virgo, and Libra season are my favorite.
Yeah,
I
I
it's a
just like Leo season.
girl.
Every everything else is like, huh? What? Gemini? Who are you? Right? No.
Gemini came and gone. I'm sorry. Gemini was quiet. The Gemini season was quieter than I thought it was gonna be. The twins were
Yeah,
quiet this year. I'm surprised.
yeah. I don't know
I-
what happened there.
so okay, so the bull must have took the twins out. So now
Something.
now we're gonna see what this crab got going on. Something going on.
The crab is gonna bring in a whole lot of desire to be happy, have fun, have
Mhm.
passion,
Girl.
a lot of nostalgia, right? It's gonna be Cancer is gonna be really good. I really feel like everyone, I mean, regardless of all the craziness that's going on, but within your own personal self, like Cancer season is gonna be a hot damn mess, but in like the best way possible, right?
Exactly.
It's
That's
gonna be
what
like it's white boy wasted on spring break times 15,000. That's how great it's gonna be. I
girl.
claim that. That's how it's
I
gonna
do
be.
too. I feel like you know what I'm hearing Cancer. And I'm hearing it's gonna be so much fun. It's
It
gonna be
is.
so much fun. It's gonna be so much fun. And I keep hearing, you know what, but be careful, have some balance. But it's gonna be so much fun.
Yeah. I mean, but at the end of the day, you make sure you like within the Cancer season, like the way that I see it, like this is the fun it's gonna be. Like you're just gonna be outside, like how my great grandma, when it'd be too hot, she'd go outside and like lift her shirt up and get some air hitting her. That's how it's gonna be good.
Medea?
No, my great grandma used to do that. She would walk outside when it was too hot and just lift up her shirt and let the sun touch them titties, and that would be good. That's the kind of fun it's gonna be. I'm telling you, that's southern stuff.
I rock with everything about that. I love everything about that. I
I'm
guarantee you,
telling
her and
you,
her friends went dancing in the wood at night, and I love everything, and I want everything about that.
girl. They probably did because she had a whole lot of mystical type sayings that she used to say. And I'm like, oh yeah, something's going on, Granny. She
This is
was,
gonna
she wasn't. How do you call it? I don't know how I would say it, but I honestly believe that she used to do what they used to do in church. And if you know what that means, then you know what that means. But that's all I'm going to say about
Oh, was she Baptist?
that. Pentecostal.
Oh,
Wait, was it? Yeah, Pentecostal.
yeah. When you said Pentecostal, I was just like, oh, and then it clicked. I was just like, oh,
Yeah. So I
oh,
know she did, but I don't think that she. I don't think that they passed on those traditions
hmm,
the way that it could have been done because my grandmother got married outside out of into a different church,
right.
so it wasn't passed down how it could have been. But I feel like if it was, like, I don't
No, I got you.
know.
I got you.
Anyway, oh, you ready to sign off?
I think we are right at that point. You asked that right at 54:44. So yeah.
Write it down. Let's look it up. What does that mean?
Ooh, good question.
54:44. What does that mean?
Got my phone here. I'll
Let's
use
look it up real quick and then we'll see what it means. I love a good
numerology.
numerology. Oop, 222. It's
Oh,
2:22 p.m. That's my number.
It was funny because I noticed 333 and I was just like, oh, 333. I was like, oh, wait a minute. She's specific. So it would be 133.
Yeah.
All right, 54. Oh, here we are. Uh, fives and fours. Are you on which one are you on? The sacred scribe angel numbers? Joanne
Mm-hmm.
scribe, me too. All
Yeah.
right. Repeating numbers 5444. Your angels want you to know that they are involved in one of your significant life changes at this time. The combination of fives and fours indicate that your angels will bring about the necessary changes needed in order for you to progress on your path.
I'm here for that.
That is nice. So, I don't know who needed to hear that, but
Yeah.
that's here.
All
So,
right.
yeah.
All right. Well, it's always a pleasure.
Same, same, same. Can't wait till next week.
Yeah. Wait, what's next week? That's
Wait,
July.
yeah, so next week, big July. Wait, would that be the 4th or the 5th? That'd be the 5th?
It's the 5th. All right. So we're good.
Okay, yeah. All
Okay.
right.
All right.
So go ahead and tell them how to find you right quick.
Don't find me. No, I'm kidding. You can find me on TikTok at Goddess Revival 3333.
And what else?
Oh, and then in the description of this broadcast, I'll leave a link for my link tree, and then you can go wherever you want to go to see what's going on in the world of Denay.
Oh my goodness, you're so much.
I
You're so
really, I don't feel like I'm much. I feel like I'm just enough. I am just
no, no. I was being
enough.
sarcastic. I'm like, wow, you're so much. You're so calm. You have so much, girl. That's so much. I was being funny.
Oh
It didn't work, though. It didn't work. It didn't work. It didn't
no,
work.
I thought maybe I'm like being like, when people are like, "Oh, you are just too much," and I'm like, "What? Like I'm not." Anyway,
No,
it's okay.
not at
It's okay.
all. I know too much.
All right.
We
And
know
so,
too
where
much.
can you be found? Where can they find you?
All right. So Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube, all Nallie S, capital Nallie with the S, no space. And on Instagram, Natalie S underscore. That is where I am. This is where I be. And of course, you can find me on Mom Talk. Find us on Facebook. Yeah.
You're so professional. Like you had your whole thing like written down. I'm like,
No,
I don't
no,
know.
not at all. I was just looking at the top of the page. I was just like, oh yeah, I'm there. And no, I told myself I was gonna get more organized and I was gonna set my social media pages up a little bit better. So I've just been going through all of them, just kind of uniform them because it's good. It's too much work trying to have so many usernames. So I'm just trying to uniform it a little bit.
I can dig it for branding.
Yeah, a little
All
bit.
right.
But
Okay.
thank y'all so much for hanging in here. Sending y'all love. You are divinely protected. You are going to be okay. You are not alone, and we love you.
Yeah. We're out. Peace.